Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club, Diamondalexisugc. Welcome to another episode of DIYing my Pinterest board. Today we are going to be making wire jewelry. Very excited about this. A lot of y'all love my copper jewelry that I wear, especially when I say I made it myself. It was very simple, very easy to make. I'm gonna try to show y'all how I made my pearl one. A lot of people ask about my pearl bracelet that I have. I want to make another one, not necessarily exactly the same, but I do want another one. So yeah, I will link all the wire down below. I got all of the wire from Amazon. So let's get started. I have this wire that I was using for my hair ties, but it was too flimsy, as you can see. So I just put it in this drill, and I'm about to try to straighten it, but also have it kind of wrap around itself so it's curly. So see how it's like meh. Oh, let me use these pliers. It just hit my MacBook. This is what it looks like. Oh, can y'all see that it's like spiraled? Yeah. So we're just gonna take it out now. I think I want to wrap this with the aluminum. So like take this and wrap it around as well, maybe. Okay, I took it out. I'm thinking if I put these three in the drill, they'll kind of twist around each other. Right? Right? Just trial and error. So we're gonna grab this and we're going to twist, twist, twist. Right? So this is what it looks like. Is that too small? Oh, don't tell me that's too small. It's kind of like an open bangle. Yeah, right? Only thing is, because I twisted it too much, the silver's not shiny. But I wonder if I like put it in vinegar, will it make it shiny? I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like so far. And this is the opening. I've switched angles just so y'all can see more of what I'm doing. I'm gonna thread the wire with the pearls. I struggle a bit, but it's okay. Pearl, rose quartz, pearl, rose quartz. So kind of just back and forth. Oh, let me try to take this apart. So just gonna take this and unbend it. I was trying to see if it'll just slide out. It's looking like it's not. Oh, there it goes. Boom. All right, so I took it apart. So I'm going to add it on here because I do want it on this one. Okay, I don't know why I just decided to stop talking. I think I was really concentrating. But I just took a wire and I bent it in half and I made this little loop at the end. And what I did was bend them back. I tried to bend them back straight. Um, After I twisted it one more time, just to make sure that it wouldn't unloop, I guess. Then what I did was I fed the wire through the loop. This is the wire that I fed the beads onto. And this part is about to get a little tricky. This is, I had trouble recording this section, which is why I put a proper tutorial at the end for my other bracelet, because something told me this wasn't right. But you probably could figure out more like by kind of looking. It's kind of hard to explain, but what I did was kind of do like a zigzag type of thing. So I would loop the pearls on the right and then do the rose quartz in the middle and then do the pearl on the left. So I just did like left, right, left, right, left, right. I did pearls, rose quartz, and then that polka dotted stone. It's called a Dalmatian stone, just in case any of y'all were wondering. It's a Dalmatian stone. So yeah, I looped on the left, and then I took the rose quartz, put it in the middle, made sure to loop through both of the wires, and then I would loop on the right. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You can kind of get what I'm saying if you're like looking at the video. But I just made sure to do it between the two. Also, when you see me looping the wire around, I am doing it kind of hard to make sure that it's tight, because the last thing you want is stuff coming loose. But you don't want to get it too tight where it's like pulling and you risk it breaking, if that makes sense. But yeah, so see, I looped it around one side, which is the left wire. Now I'm taking the rose quartz, putting it in the middle, and then the next pearl I do, you'll see I looped it around the right wire. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was really trying to concentrate because this is my first time making this one. So it was a little hard to kind of figure out, but at some point I got it. So I was a little more in frame, but I'm still out of frame. I mean, I tried my best, honestly. I'll put timestamps down below if you want to just skip to the actual like tutorial part. But I did show how I did this one just in case someone will ask. You can still kind of see what I did. I just did a back and forth type of motion, making sure that I put the bigger crystals in the center. That gives it that, like, I tried to describe it as like, it looks like a planet almost, like planets, which I absolutely love. I love this bracelet. This was probably my favorite bracelet I made that day. I made quite a few actually. But I knew this one was going to be extravagant. So I tried to record it even though it didn't come out the best. But y'all kind of can get the gist of it, maybe. But yeah, just doing a back and forth. Make sure that when you're doing it, you keep your hands on the actual beads to keep them in place. That will help tremendously. Trust me, it's not going to just stay in place by like floating in the air. You have to like hold it with your hands. But yeah, that's just my tips. Hold it in place and then make sure to do it tight. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Hopefully y'all can get it from these clips. Okay, so I tried to record a different angle and I tried to record me doing the bracelets so y'all can kind of see how I do them. I don't do them the same every time because one, I did these other ones last year, so I don't even remember. I mean, I can look at it and see what I did, but at the same time, I still kind of like looking at it like I really don't know what I did. Also, y'all know I always say I don't like having the same thing more than once, so I didn't want to do the same exact bracelet. But I did this one. which I absolutely love. To me, it looks like planets. Yeah, I tried to show how to do it. I need to look back at the footage to see. If it's not good enough, I'm probably gonna make another bracelet so I can show y'all a little bit more. But yeah, I absolutely love my new bracelets. I really love this one. It's just a cuff, but I love how it looks. It's like simple but super cute. I think I'm gonna buy some 10 gauge wire that's silver just so I can have some solid bangles, because I want some solid bangles to make all the clicky clacky noises. Plus, I feel like my copper is still overpowering my silver. And the reason I got the silver, well, I got the silver for another project, but I also got it because I knew I was gonna make some jewelry. And I got it thick, and I wanted it to be like more shown. So when I put on my copper, like you see the copper, but you also see a bunch of silver. But I feel like the copper still overpowers the silver. Okay, I'm gonna try to show this one close up. Ignore Adonis' butt. The one I'm using is 18 gauge, and then I'm also going to be using this one, which I believe is, this one's 20, so this one is probably like 22. I will put it on the screen which one it is for sure. You're gonna want to size it to your wrist. I have smaller wrist. I'm making this one just to kind of give y'all a closer up look because my other footage wasn't really in frame. You want to do it to your wrist size. I'm gonna make this one a bit bigger than my actual wrist size because I want to sell this one. And like I said, I have smaller wrist. The one I'm gonna be making is this one. I'm gonna cut it at about 44 inches. So it's gonna be 44 inches. So at about 44 inches, we're just going to cut the wire. And then we're gonna bend it in half. We're gonna line these two up like so. And then you're going to bend them in half. I'm trying to make sure I do them even. So like that. So it's in half, just like so. And what I do is I take a drill. If you don't have a drill, you'll have to do it by hand. But if you do have a drill, I would highly suggest using a drill. And you're gonna loosen this up. When you loosen it, it makes it bigger. If you tighten it, it makes it smaller. And what this is gonna do is hold on to the wire. So you're just gonna put that in there and tighten it up. I'm gonna tighten it till it clicks, just like so. And then what I'm gonna do is set that there. It's hard trying to film this because it's so like long, but I'm gonna take my pliers, and what I'm gonna do is hold this side. So I'm gonna hold it like that with these, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to press the button on your machine, and if y'all can see, it'll start to swirl them around. Okay, so as you can see, it swirled it. I'm gonna take this off, right? I'm going to actually bend it again. And I'm gonna do the same thing. And then maybe I can see this one on camera. Again, gonna take this and then I'm going to twist it. So this is what it looks like. We've gotten it down to, I just tried it on my mom and it fits her wrist, so I'm pretty sure this is like a standard size wrist now. It's gonna be about 8 inches. So, and that's round, so when we round it, you know, it'll be like that. Anywho, so the bracelet I'm gonna be making, showing y'all how to make, is this one because I get so many compliments on it. It looks like vines, which I absolutely love. The part I just made, you leave this part open. This is where the like closure, so it's gonna close like that. So it'll look like that. And then this end is going to be this part, so it's like a little clip. So when you put it in, it'll close like that. Just a little closure, and then as you can see, it doesn't open easily, so you just do it like that. So that's what this end is gonna be. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our smaller wire, and what we're gonna do is bead the wire. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is kind of just round it out just to give it some shape. That way I know where to kind of lay the beads. But we are gonna kind of open it as we go. So after we do that, we beaded our beads. So I'm going to go on this end where the closure part is going to be. I'm gonna just bead this in, make it a little longer just so we can come back to it and kind of secure it. And what I do is go around. When we do that, we're gonna slide 2 of our beads down, and you want to kind of just like hold them in place. So I kind of just hold them in place. Just like so. And we're going to wind it around. Just like so. Take our other 2 beads. We're gonna space them out to be like right here. So you're just gonna move your wire down and then put them there. Again, holding them in place. Again, take our 2 beads. Hold them in place. You're just gonna keep doing that all the way down. Okay. And that's the bracelet. That's what it'll look like. Kind of just manipulate it around to get it how you want it to look. I think I'm gonna leave mine like this. So what I'm going to do now is take my pliers. I'm gonna twist these two around. Okay. Kind of twist that up. Oops. Try not to break the wire. So then when you do it, it'll close like that. But obviously we need to fix this side. So just going to twist the wire around. So I'm gonna try to flatten this. Just pressing it. And then I'm gonna kind of curve it. So it'll look like that. I need to curve it a little more. Curve this as well. And if you need to, kind of squeeze that down. There you have your closure. So cute. Hey, I'm gonna try to turn this a little bit more. Just like so. And then for these, I'm just gonna wrap them around a few more times and then cut them off. Okay, so that is the finished bracelet. That's what it looks like. I really love the brown one. It gives it more of an earthy look. And then, of course, you would just put it on and then push it in, just like that. Obviously, it's too big for me because I made it for someone else. Whoever decides they want it, they can have it. Hopefully, y'all liked this video. Hopefully, y'all could see what I was doing. Hopefully, y'all can kind of get an idea of like, okay, that's how you would do it. It's not hard. It really isn't hard. I will say this aluminum, it does like get indentions easy. So like my copper, I could use my clamps and you can't necessarily, like it doesn't have the clamp marks as easy. This, if I just do my, I use this one. I use this one because it's round already, but you can literally see like the marks on it. It marks very easily, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I would keep that in mind. If you can find something that's actually like silver, I would probably try to get silver. But if you want something cheaper that's silver still, I guess you could try to do aluminum. I did read that aluminum is tarnish resistant and it doesn't oxidize. So like my copper, every so often, remember at the beginning I kept saying, oh, I need to clean my copper. Really, it's clean, it's just oxidized, so it's darker. So I have to like put it in like a I think it's like a lemon juice solution. Is it lemon juice? No, it's like a vinegar solution me and my mom use. I believe it's vinegar and water and something else. Anyways, we have to put that in there so it'll go back to its original color, which is like this color instead of this dark color, because I don't know if y'all can tell how much darker these are, but once you put in the solution, it literally like does it right away. It takes a few seconds and it'll go like almost pinkish. But I did read that the aluminum doesn't tarnish and it doesn't oxidize, which is really good. I didn't read till after the fact that it is brittle, so which is why it probably has marks easier. but it was easy to work with, if that helps. That's all I really need to say. I hope that y'all like this video. Hopefully y'all got something out of it. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!